sa mga nauna sa aming mga banda. Na-inspire kami na gawin yung ginagawa nila.
At saka yung mga kuya namin na dati tinitingala lang namin, tapos ngayon nakakasabay na namin sa stage. Solid.
Luman is from Eraserheads naman talaga. Sa kanila galing lahat ng mga bala namin.
Ang hirap makapasok eh, di ba?
Bamboo, tsaka Ego Blanco, tsaka Sugar Free.
Mainstream systems in place are afraid of things that they don't understand.
People don't like it, they don't like it.
Pogi na, nagpapapogi. What the? Ano nyo? Hinuli tayo ng pulis pagkataas. Oo, yun na. Kinulong kami. Galaw tayo dyan!
There's always
the unpredictability. Anything can happen on a given night. I love that.
It's like, you know, we're in a good place. Freshman ako sa Carison or, you know, sophomore year. Probinsyano kasi ako, you know, I grew up sa Lipa. Reading Jingle magazine, being interested in music. Somehow early on, inisip ko na, you know, bakit walang local bands sa eksena? Because mostly mga solo artists eh. So, yun, yung mga mid-80s, you know, why aren't there any local rock bands? And then I was listening to RJAM, and there were bands like Betrayed, The Jerks, and Chaos. These were punk bands, and they were playing original music. I guess those were the seeds. May eksena dito sa Manila. But there were other bands dun sa eksena na yun, of course, that were still playing. That's where we met Advent Call with the late Carl Roy, Color It Red, Tropical Depression. Yung eksena na yun, they were the underground scene at the time, and most of them came from UP.
Dread talaga yung parang breeding ground. Mayrix, yeah. Mayrix yun. Dread tsaka
Mayrix kahit na anong...
Ang dami ko natutunan sa lugar na yun. And Mayrix, you know, was that training ground. Ito pala yung like underground scene.
Noong time na bata ako, nung nakapasok ako ron, iba talaga din yung pakiramdam. Wow, yun yung rock band, rock bar talaga na napasukan ko na.
Kailangan namin ang lakas ninyo for this next song. This song is called Susie.
Just the energy when you went to a club, a gig, it was just raw. The unpredictability. If anything can happen on a given night, I love that. And that's something I've carried on.
1991, then the Heads came along, and they came from that scene.
Things were different. Nung dumating sila Raymond, when Heads and Teeth and yan.
Pero ano talaga yun, nung Eraserheads yung pumasok.
Oo. Nag-explode. Pero kahit naman The Dawn pa lang, diba? Intro voice, nandiyan na sila. Hindi, nandiyan na sila noon. Tapos pero nung pumasok yung E-Heads, naging mas feeling ko lang wala pa naman ako noon eh, bata pa ako noon eh. Baby ko. Nung pumasok sila para mas naging accessible sa mga kabataan yung mga banda.
Amo si Panaluman nung tayo ay bata pa.
And basically, when the E-Heads had a hit, that magnified yung eksena na yun eh.
It's like a song that wrote itself eh.
Pero nung panahon talaga namin pahirapan. Walang pera, walang naniniwala na may pera sa banda. Buti lang ginawa ng E-Heads yun. So, thank you. Mix. Thank you, Mix.
They were the flagship band for that scene. And then, there's Color It Red. Then people signed Color It Red.
Kumbaga, nung 80s, 70s, 80s, parang hinuhulma pa lang yung eksena eh. Tapos pumalo nung 90s.
Nung panahon na yun, wala pa mga laptop. May mga laptop na pero hindi accessible sa lahat. No?
Mahal.
So, medyo mahirap. It's a challenge. It was a challenge for the bands because ang hirap mag-record ng demo. Tapos, tape pa to. Oo, diba? Tapos unlike now, less supportive yung mga parents nun with regards to their kids being musicians. Kasi ngayon, yung mga kids talaga bibili na agad nila ng gitara.
Dati pag nagsimula kami, yung gitara mo galing Raon. Peke pa. Ngayon hindi eh.
And ngayon, pag magre-record ka, kung magkamali ka, pwede mong i-undo. Di tulad dati, pag nabura mo na, wala na. Iyak ka na lang.
It's fascinating to think about. Na it feels like it was just last year or something. Na that time there was no internet. Eh. You listen to the radio, you watch the concerts. Occasionally, pag nag-guest sa TV, specifically like for example, Selinggo na po sila, hosted by the Apahiking Society sa Channel 2 every Sunday. Then that's how you found out.
Tsaka ang galing rin ng ginawa ng concept ng Enyo ng In The Raw kasi nga parang yung ginawa nyo rin dito sa mix na parang nag-accept rin sila ng independent. Actually, yung In The Raw para dun sa mga underground bands talaga eh.
It was like one of the only, it was probably your only chance to get on radio. Especially, kunwari, Chico Size, like heavy music. They won't get played on the pop stations.
Ako may seal of approval ka ni Francis.
Ni Francis.
Malaking bagay.
I really didn't want to take the job. But they said, no, you're analytical and ganyan. My friends know me to be medyo prank and sarcastic. But they saw it another way. No, you can analyze ganyan, critique it, and you can actually give advice to ganyan. So I said, yeah, you have a point. So that's what I did. I tried to give advice, like a producer would.
Kaya nakakatuwa lang din mapakinggan yung unang material mo sa radyo.
The same way, like, when you see your video sa mix. Ganun din eh. Kapag intro, marami talaga sa nakikinig, di ba? Talagang... ang dami talaga. One of the most makinig ng bagong banda. In The Raw talaga eh.
Yeah, well, there was Sandwich, Sugar Free. Yung panahon na yun ng Sugar Free, si Rico Blanco was still a member. Kind of Greyhounds. Queso, they were known as Cheese then. Those are the ones that I remember off the top of my head. That made me realize is, even if you write the greatest song in the world, if people don't like it, they don't like it.
It was a privilege, actually. I consider myself lucky to have been part of it. I'm sure kung hindi namin sila pinatugtog, maririnig sila somewhere else. Ganun sila kagaling. Yung mga banda na yan eh. Heads, Parokya, Razorback, Wolfgang, Slapshot, and up until now, up until the bands, na near the end na pinapatugtog ng end. Magagaling naman yan lahat. Magagaling talaga.
It was bands playing music for the sake of music and bands saying something as well. And the music, they output the energy during a time. It's like music in the 60s or the 70s. You feed off each other.
Sobrang active ng lahat ng banda nung time na yun.
Sa underground, sa mainstream, lahat.
Lahat active, lahat magkakaibigan.
Ang daming lumabas na hit song, ang daming lumabas na banda magagaling, and talagang legit pa yung mga gold award, platinum noon kasi lahat talaga bumibili nun. Wala pang piracy noon that time.
Magulo na masaya. Saya
kasi meron siyang parang the thrill of discovery.
That was a really nice decade if you ask me. Sa katutak na banda all over the place. It's kind of like now.
Pero na-erase yung labels na, oy, kami, hindi kami, music lang talaga.
Hello, tita!
Just the energy when you went to a club, a gig, it was just raw. The unpredictability of anything can happen on a given night. I love that.
It was a little more parang aggressive because of the climate of taste din nun nga. So it's a little more macho.
than we would have liked. But you know, not all the shows.
Mas violente sila dati. Talagang riot, para ka talagang nasa gera, nauso yung mga malalaking bonfire at may mga, lagi may violence. It was fun talaga.
Meron akong isang gig with E-Heads. Kakasalang pa lang namin. Yung first song, may ganito kalaking bato na lumanding sa paa ko. Lumanding lang siya. Hindi siya nag-bounce. Boog. Hindi ko na kaya tumutog dahil sobrang sakit na. So, tinigil na namin yung show.
Yeah, wilder than what we were used to in Cebu. Kasi hindi naman nag-wild yung tao sa amin sa Cebu. You know, he was just probably excited. Pero of course, ako tao lang na pag timing kasi nakapikit ako eh. Tapos pa-ending na yung kanta, so I was really thinking it was gonna be over already. Tapos sabay biglang babanggain ka, biglang ganun. Okay lang naman, because it's happened before that people climb up on stage and sing with me. That's fine. Pero huwag mo lang akong banggain.
Thank you very much.
When I found out na something happened to him sa audience and mga security na nandun, yung crew din namin, may nangyari sa kanya, I felt really bad kasi you really don't want to get these kids hurt also in shows. They're just having fun.
Once again, peace na po tayo lahat.
Tsaka yung agro, dati uso yun. Agro! Diyos ko, agro. Dati kasi may babastos eh. May group of kids na feeling nila, punks kami, we will make sure that we will make fun of this big band.
Yeah, agro, the really aggressive ones who are probably not really into it for the music per se, but for the gang mentality, the mob mentality. It's not a music event for them necessarily. Really, they're there as a social event.
Sa gig, tas merong parang mga manraratrap sa'yo.
I-blur
nyo na lang to. Isang wild na nangyari. Pulp SummerSlam. Binabat tayo ng sand. Ano yan?
Mahala na eh. Pag
Pero ihe.
Yes, so urine na nasa bottle. Pag nabato ka na chinelas.
Kakasain lang sa amin, tapos biglang front case sa bamboo. SM.
Ang daming tao nun.
And then I remember we got booed, and then someone threw a coin at us, and then someone shouted, "Boba na daw." Tuturapan, sa taas.
Pag probinsya yung sa van, yung
meron may kalmot na malalim.
Dito sa tiyan.
Naka-t-shirt ako, pero pag tingin may dugo sa loob.
Ayun na Wolverine.
Tsaka pag inaalog yung van.
Inuga yung van.
Inuuga na yung van.
Inuuga sa Cebu. Inuuga yung van.
Tapos si 8 ng keso, cheese pa yon dati. Putok yung dito, dahil binato, tigil. Para natutuwa lang sila eh.
Basically, minsan pag paborito nila yung kanta, doon pa sila medyo nagwawild.
Oo.
Thank you very much.
Very aggressive yung music. Mabigat eh. So,
galing kami sa Nirvana age na nagsisira ng gitara, alam mo yun, yung talagang wild out ka. So, dala namin yun eh, yung ganun sa stage. So, somehow nakikita namin sa audience, ganun din. Everybody get up!
Tapos yung tutugtog kami, pagbaba namin, nababalitaan na someone got stabbed. Ganun.
mananakit lang. Has to stab someone or stop the entire show. I just have to stab you! Parang sobrang, relax lang pare. Eh yung pa pala ang crucial dun sa time na yun. Almost weekly yung ganong klaseng shows.
Hindi ko makakalimutan yung sa NU Summer Shebang sa Cubao.
Cubao, oo, yun.
Saya nun, mula harap hanggang likod, talagang talunan lang ng talunan
Bago pa
yung
lang
mga tao. Oh, ano yun? Chinelas yun.
Chinelas, first album.
First album.
Good
Tapos
yan.
may
May batang binuhat na...
May nakahubad.
Una, naka-brief eh. Sabi...
Tinanggal niya yung brief niya. Tapos
may dinampot siya ng bouncer sa ulo eh. Tapos...
Binugbog
siya. Tapos after ilang years, lumabas, Jay, ako yung sa Cubao.
Probably because during our time, the idea of a local band playing original music, you know, barring the 70s Pinoy rock, extent of course, you know, it was a fresh and novel thing.
Oh yeah, better get ready for a big surprise. You think it's almost over, but it's only on the rise. None so rich and bad, visual contact, not than any other sexual soundtrack. Oh, margarita for my cute señorita. Jumbo the tequila just to get another flavor.
Nung panahon na yun, parang nung time namin na uso yung hip-hop versus metal eh. Dati ginagawang big deal na isang radio station yung hip-hop metal.
Kaya ngayon Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, Manila, Charlie Mac, Beteta ang sinisigaw. Ayaw nila sila'y tanga, sa amin luluhod. Massacre MCs, see you sa next episode.
But they were really fueling that fire na hip-hop baduy or whatever, which is like, dude, it's music. Encouraging it on air, which we never found. Dude, that's not good. Because ang nangyayari, pag may, and hip-hop wasn't as big as it is now, locally. But there'd be pockets of these rapper hip-hop events, tapos may darating na the rock scene na mga aaway or whatever.
Oh, ang dami. Tinugtugan namin pang hip-hop na. Nakakatawa lang kasi talaga. E di kami magpa-front. Salva ko tala! Tama na!
Kung hiyain mo ko talaga nakasweet. Galipiri bye-bye, don't tell a lie. Bakit mo ako laging dinidin? Stupid! Yeah. Charlie Man. Stupid!
Titinan muna nila sila to. Hindi na gustuhan na silang batuhan. Ang dami nag-walk out ng mga artists.
But I'll tell you one thing. It's probably better to be booed kasi nakaganyan lang yung tao sa'yo. The nice thing is, globally, starting siguro with a band like Rage Against the Machine, hardcore Mother FU rapping with heavy rock, you know, they kind of birthed that merging of hip-hop rhythms and loud rock guitar.
Tapos pagpasok ng 2000, lalo na ako, gulat na gulat ako sa Korn eh. First time kong panood music video ng Korn. Galing ng bandang to para sa mga unggoy. Tapos parang hip-hop tsaka rock pinagsama.
Nu metal. Oo, syempre bagong movement na naman yun. May bago na naman generation ng listener. Bagong generation ng bands.
Razorback and Wolfgang, yeah, they make great hard rock. Wolfgang especially, they're gonna be big hits.
Para sa mga asong naloloko!
Why? Look at them. They look like rock stars.
Masong naloloko! Nagpapanggap na tao!
Well, thank God they play really great music.
Puro lang awat-ibig. Bawat tabi at sulok pagkatao'y nabulok. Nakalubog na sa kabaw. Taong pinahoy na lang!
When I think of Wolfgang, I think of Razorback. Hey, Brian, wherever you are. The nice thing about that time, everybody sounded different. everybody had their own style.
They really introduced something new to the band scene. Pagdating ng Hounds, parang ang tanda namin bigla na, ano ginagawa namin?
Ito na yung bago.
Ito na yung bago. New blood talaga. Parang yung, in a span of 4 minutes yung song na yun, parang bigla talaga kami nagka-wrinkle sa tandaan natin. Biglang naging pop kami, bigla. Kasi compared to them, talagang...
Numb and cold, weary and old, the stolen soul, now, and unlovable, the rest is the
Yung movement was starting. Kasi yun din yung start ng digital eh. So a lot of bands started taking recording a little bit more seriously and then putting out original material. So it was a great time.
Ang formula din nangyari sa Slapshot. Nandun kami right time in the right place. About the genre. And then realize ng mga yung audience namin, oh, pwede pala. It sounded good.
Hindi nila alam, mag-aaway ba ba tayo?
Oo, diba?
Tapos ano ba nag-rap siya eh?
Oo nga, bawal yan ah. Ano ba suotin namin? Baggy na, diba? Tapos black, pero black baggy pants, diba? Pwede pala mag-coexist. Oo, pwede pala mag-coexist.
At the end of the day, man, we're all musicians. We're all, di ba, music lovers. Kailangan mag-coexist, whatever it is. Kung if you don't like this, you don't like that, you don't even have to say anything negative to that. That's their style, that's their music. They're not touching yours, so why bother?
Everybody, 1, 2, drag 'em up! Thank you very much.
Sa mainstream, nagkaroon ng first wave yung mga panahon ng E-Heads, which was 90s, and meaning they made money out of it. And tapos nandyan yung Keso, Hound, Slapshot, which sobrang vibrant pa rin ng scene. Hindi tulad dati na lahat ng banda may album, nasa mainstream radio. Pero for us, regardless kung ano yung pinapatugtog sa mainstream TV or radio, sa amin it was just one big wave eh. So never trying to tumigil.
I see you beside me. Let's take it slow, so slow. Anywhere you wanna go.
Take a little time, baby. See the butterflies calling.
Pumasok yung acoustic, pumasok ang South Border, pumasok ang freestyle. So nagdip ang banda. And for some weird reason, tumahimik yung eksena.
Kahit anong gawin mo, pagsasawaan ganyan talaga ng tao. Kahit sino ka man.
And everyone was panicking a little bit, I guess. Wala, hindi na uso yung banda.
May news na bumalik si Bamboo, bumuo siyang banda.
Kasi parang when it came out, people were really talking about it. Ang gagaling ng mga members. Tapos, parang songwriting band sila, pero naggaganon din sila.
Tapos dumating si Bamboo, doon na nasira talaga yung ulo ng mga lahat ng mga tao.
Yung palad, kalyado mong kamay sa hirap ng buhay.
Siguro it was the perfect song at the right moment. Parang kasi yung theme din ng kanta is
pang Pilipino. Yung message ng kanta, swak na swak dun sa ano eh. Dun sa parang band explosion na nangyari.
Solid yun, pare.
Ay, isa pa yun. Monster hit.
Kahit saan ako pumunta, yun talaga yung naririnig ko talaga.
Bamboo paved the way.
Hoy! Pinoy ako! Buwaking loob, may agimat ang tugo ko. Hoy! Oh, Pinoy ako, may agimat ang tugo ko.
I knew there was a hole. There was something that there was a slot that we can come in, and we can come in big. But I never knew that song would become what it is today. It's their song, man.
Kung sabi nila, may anting-anting ako, pero di nila alam, ang Diyos ang inahilan. Hoy! Pinoy ako, buwaking loob, may nagimat ang tugo. Pinoy ako.
Kasi naalala ko yun, pinapanood ko siya sa mix. So pa 2003, 2004, wow, ang ganda ng mga kanta nila.
Parang na-inspired kami. Ang ganda ng kanta to. Sana makagawa tayo ng ganyang kagandang kanta.
People were saying, I remember, like, oh, nothing's gonna happen to this guy, man. To the Bamboo, to this band, whatever. And then, you know, yeah, boom, you know. So I like that. I like that. We kicked them in the face, right?
Naging curious ulit yung tao, parang, uy, banda ulit, ano kaya mangyayari?
Tsaka yung kila Jay, yung
Narda.
Sabay natin yan.
Narda, Sugod.
A batch of new artists came out. Like Sponge came out, Touché came out, Typecast, Urban Dub from Cebu came out. So it was that new generation who came out all at the same time, basically, and you know that was the catalyst. From there, it just skyrocketed.
If only you could hear me shout your name. If only you could feel my love again. So what's the point in all of this when you will never change? The days have passed, the weather's changed. Should I be sorry? At ngayon wala ka na sa gitna ng dilim at basang-basa pa sa ulan.
Ako Narda talaga eh.
Ako din eh. Isip ko nga eh.
Awit na nananawagan, magkasakaling na pagkikinggan, pag-ibig na pala isipan, sa kanta na lang itaraan.
Tapos yung mga old heroes, nandun pa rin, Parokya, Kamikase. So talagang nagka-resurgence.
Walang nawala eh. Parang meron lang sumabog tapos parang na-highlight lahat ng nandun.
Pa-order! 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 Sugod mga kapatid, tayo ay magsama-sama.
People already knew who these guys were on stage.
Gusto ka lamang sa buhay ay akapin mo. Hari ng sablay, ako ang hari ng sablay, ako ang hari. One more, this night sky makes it light, shine like diamonds, awesome, plays on the radio.
It was a collective effort between mga rock bands din. Now we were just playing and playing gigs, small shows or big shows. It didn't matter.
Naramdaman ko yan kasi nag-work ako as an A&R during that time. Hinihingi ng mga boss na mag-sign up tayo ng bands. Sa iba-ibang, doon pa lang sa company, sa iba-ibang company, nag-sign din sila. So nararamdaman mo na may boom talaga kasi yung dating underground, binibigyan na ng album na, uy, parang may may niluluto sa sabog to.
I just felt it was just a matter of time before media would catch up.
Ang almusal ay sigawan, ang hapunan ay tapuan, ang merenda pagdududa. Huwag kang bibigyan, huwag kang bibigyan.
TV started guesting bands. Everywhere you go, everywhere you watch, there's a band.
Yung pagka-setup ng mga noontime show, biglang lagi nang may band setup dun sa... Hindi na nagma-1 kasi laging may band. Like mga ASAP, ganun. Tapos laging may mga band sa ASAP. Ang laking bagay na may band sa ASAP kasi parang isa sa mga flagship shows ng Philippine entertainment yun.
I think also that some of the mainstream systems in place are afraid of things that they don't understand. They've always been late. They were late to the Heads, they were late to sila Mike and Teeth, they were late to Chico Side, they were late to us. You guys hindi. But the lunchtime shows, yeah, they will come pag nandyan eh. But then when they see na, uy, uso na pala to eh. But that's because that's a general thing. People are afraid of things. You know. Yung DJ na lang nga na yan eh. I am a DJ. Wala may gusto niyan. But tinan mo ngayon.
Mix kayo na una.
Oo, tinan mo ngayon. Oo, diba? Tinan mo ngayon. Lahat na 50,000 people nagkaganon. Dati pagtatawanan ka eh. So alam ko yun. So sabihin, kasi si-start ka parang kalokohan tong DJ. Wala yan. Baduy. So it's the same. And just like I think cyclical, mawawala rin yan. But ang craft mo, kung musikero ka.
The culture of rock music in the Philippines is so stereotyped. The more wild you are, the cooler you are. I think the band explosion during the mid-2000s showed a different side of rock, introduced a different kind of rock alternative music.
I don't know what to do anymore. I'm crying out for help. Caught you in the arms of another. I've been dying every day since then. Caught you in the arms of another.
It was nice when a band got signed. It felt like their record label was sort of taking a risk. Recommend, check out this band. We would recommend a few bands dun sa labels.
At that time, ang dali for bands to... Parang yung mga labels talaga naghahanap eh. Naghahanap sila parang, sinong banda pwede dyan?
And I do recited your here, put out the fire with me and find. Take a walk at the same street. Can you tell me how blessing is like without me?
Boy na boy yung band scene. Kaliwat kanan yung concerts, yung events. So, parang hindi nga namin makaver lahat eh.
That was the moment na parang, okay, pwedeng maging career. We can actually do something with this music thing. But that was, we got signed after that. We had offers after that, and then we decided to move to Manila after that.
Ay, mga mix mo shows, laging rockstar moment yun. And, I mean, bigyan ako makatugtog sa ganun kadaming tao eh.
Parang pag nagbato ka ng papel, hindi sasahid sa lugar.
Nakakatakot
Nakakatakot na actually. Nakakatakot. Kasi nakita rin namin nangyari yun sa UP eh. Nung nasira yung barricades. Diba? Parang nagpapanik na rin yung SM security and ABS security. Mordor na eh. Diba? Parang what we're thinking is that let's get out of here na eh. Diba? Let's try to get out safe.
They were jumping, they were pushing, they were screaming. Anything can happen. Just a simple spark can cause chaos.
It was hype. It was hype na the greatest show on earth and it was free. That was it. It was free. Everybody and their lola wanted to go, diba? It was the biggest event and everybody was in the music scene and all the celebrities were there. So, diba, parang they just wanted to go, diba? I don't think the crowd wanted to destroy. There were just too many people trying to get in and hindi na ma-accommodate ng venue.
I think mix mo. Parang I think yun yung isang example. 07 yung natigil nga dahil nga may 06 may violence. May violence.
Sorry. Hindi namin call yun. Sorry. Kailangan lang namin na announcement para sa inyo dahil nagkakagulo na sa likod at saka yung fence na uhulog na. So sana peace na lang tayo lahat. Let's all enjoy. Alright? Or we will continue this right now. Thank you po. Thank you guys. Thank you.
I remember kasi papunta pa lang kami dun eh. Tapos tinext kami na
Diyan na kayo sa Blue Wave.
That time was just really intense.
Hello? Sa lahat ng mga nandito ngayon sa mix mo, we're calling the attention, especially yung mga nandun sa bandang likod. Obviously, we're here for everyone to enjoy. So, please, let's cooperate. Alam ko, gusto natin lahat ng mga banda mag-perform tonight. Pero, kailangan rin naman respetuhin natin yung mga iba nating kasama rito.
Iba talaga nung dumating yung mix eh, mas aanin mo yung video, abangan mo na.
Tsaka siguro yung mga naunang music channel kasi minsan meron silang programa na 2 oras lang para sa Pilipino. Pero nung lumabas yung mix, alam mo talaga pang Pinoy ito, pang atin ito talaga.
Mas majority Pinoy.
Hindi, di ba patok na patok yung MTV noon, tapos nandito yung mixed, may ano pa eh, sila yung unang naglagay ng lyrics. So parang una, dinisregard siya, tingin sa kanya karaoke channel, para o videoke channel. Tapos mamaya-maya, ang ganda na ng mga types na mga kanta, tapos kinakarir na tapos mamaya it became more interesting na instead na mukha siyang video ano yung kailangan ko sabayan, it became para music video channel na ayun pala yung sinasabi nila. Tapos ang galing pa kasi kinuha nila yung lahat ng mga Pinoy and they supported that.
Naririnig mo na yung kanta, di mo alam yung choice, makikita mo sa video.
Ay, yun pala siya.
Ayoko na.
Pangit.
Ay, ayoko na. Wag ito, pil na pil. Pogi na, nagpapapogi. Kulat na naman, mapunit yung dimples eh.
Sorry
Di ka naman makakanta ng ganun kapogi eh, no? Ang taas na ng kanta pero...
Kasi bago pa magka-pogi rock, pinuuso na namin yung pangit rock eh, kaya ayos lang. I think ginawa lang nila ng
marketing term lang.
Saka just to describe kasi nauso yung mga poging front, hindi naman poging frontmen kasi
nataon lang siguro na
pogi talaga yun.
Well,
kasi dati nung panahon ng E-heads, prinake nila lahat yun eh, na hindi mo kailangan maging
pogi.
Pogi si Ellie pare, in a manly way, no? Pero pogi siya pero hindi ano siya eh, rough around the edges eh, di ba?
Kung babae ka, kikiss mo siya, di ba?
Oo. Bo-boyfriendin ko siya. Pero kumbaga, ano yun, di ba? Yung hindi nakaporma eh. So pagdating ng ng batch ng Pogi Rock, which I don't want to call them that. Pero nung dumating sila, ayos bigla ng itsura, bigla na mga naka...
To be branded all of a sudden with something that wasn't really us was a bit weird.
We were just bunch of high school na mga bata, alam mo yun. Gusto na tumugtog sa lyrics. Gusto namin tumugtog talaga, ganun lang. Kasi nagkaroon ng, yun yung era ng Pogi Rock. But honestly, that time we felt they're not taking us seriously.
For that time, during that time, it felt a bit condescending. It kind of diminishes the artistry and the craft that we've been polishing or that we've been working on.
Hindi, nakakaasar siya ng style kasi nakaka-demean siya ng lahat ng pinaghihirapan mo at ginagawa mo eh. Kasi parang, so sinasabi mo ba na yun lang yung dahilan?
Yun, kaya hanggang ngayon tuloy kang bibitiw bigla. Huwag kang bibitiw bigla.
Sino ba nga nag-umpisa na? Nung una nakakatawa lang. After na, annoying na eh. Hindi mo alam kung ano eh, pinipraise ka o inakantsawan ka eh. No? Para pag sinabi Pogi Rock, ay hindi po, pansinin lang po kami. So, binabawin.
Yung boom kasi ng bands na yun, sumabay siya sa boom din ng mix, so lahat naka-focus sa music videos. So it should look good on yung music videos.
Pero hindi namin sinisisi yung mix ha? Hindi kasi kumbaga parang, kasi nagkaroon ng visual component, yung otherwise, dating pinapakinggan mo lang sa radyo, so nakikita mo na sila ngayon.
I like your answer.
Yeah, very good ha, very good. It's actually,
you gotta look good.
So dapat nga i-blame natin yung mix ng konti.
Ang ganda ng sinabi ni Champ eh. It's a compliment. It means, you know, we probably look good and it means that we probably sound pogi. And when they played sa Wonderland a couple of years ago, the reception was ang ganda. I was like, okay, there you go. Because it wasn't about whether they were Pogi Rock or it was because of the songs.
To me, so I gotta be in all that I see, in all that I need this time.
You talk about that era and that word pops out, then I guess that's how much of an impact we've done. It defined a generation, and for me, that can't be a bad thing.
Come to think of it, nung 90s, hindi naman matiti yung mga banda eh. Pero nung napansin ng mga networks na talagang pumapalo yung explosion na sinasabi, nung pumalo yun, maya't maya, may guesting ang banda sa sa game show, sa teleserye, sa
morning show.
sa morning show, talagang bugbog sarado, sa movies. So, parang na-realize nila, uy, kahit hindi artista tong mga to, may value kasi parang explosion nga talagang pumalo ulit yung banda eh, yung band scene eh.
So nag-endorse sila ng products, like you'd see Raymond with some product, you know. So, yan, di ba? So, parang, wow, ito na nga siguro.
I think bands are the best ones to sponsor. Kasi marami kami.
If you're gonna dig deeper, ano naman yan wala naman ibang pupuntahan niya kundi yung may nagtiwala sa'yo na produkto.
Sugot mga kapatid, tayo
Kasi last talaga nang dating yung style ng era na yun eh. Yung like yung impact niya visually.
Parang head-on na masaya lang kami.
Bahala na. Kahit solid kami.
Kahit magsuot kami ng spandex, bakit yung mga namin pagkatapos, basta sama-sama naman tayo.
Okay lang.
Okay lang yun.
Basta sama. Puto. Shokoy na gray.
Nalaglag sa actually.
Aside from the magazine shoots, na napagtitirapan ako at kung ano-ano mga pinagagawa sa akin.
Sabi gagawin daw siyang si Constantine. Yung pala yung angel sa Constantine.
Yung siguro yung nagpakulay tayo ng buhok na.
Ay, grabe.
Sabi ko
siya mo sasabihin. Alam mo, tapos para kami Sputnik.
Lahat ng tao na gusto nilang buhok yung Brandon Boyd. Ano ba yun? Yung medyo naka-long back na gano'n. Adding my toes! See the same.
Okay, long back talaga. Sama nun. Sama nun eh.
Users, lalagyan ko pa ng patina dito yan.
Mas ganda. Every coming from the maluwag na pants. Tapos kami nag-try na namin yung mas. Hindi, ikaw naman! Hindi talaga. Hindi, pare. Hindi. Imposible yung gagawin yan.
Tapos may lyrics, no? Pare, bakit na
Kita mo kung magkano yung barya. Makita mo kung magkano yung barya sa bulsa.
May tres ka sa bulsa.
Tsaka, makita mo kung magkano. Tsaka, ano? Or kung heads or tails. Makita mo rin.
But looking back, at least now, alam mo na kung ano yung pangit at yung hindi.
Paano siya tanggihan?
Paano siya tanggihan?
Sa akin yun yung signifier na may nangyayari. May nangyayari. May eksena.
Then it reached a point, what eventually became the emo scene. That's when I started not feeling good because ang nangyari, a lot of the bands sounded the same. The genres became so successful that I think most kids got influenced by that and stayed safe. I don't think there was an explosion as such. You know, not like when Greyhounds, Cheese, Sandwich were all coming up at the same time. Iba-iba yung tunog. What na? Typecast was fantastic. Chico Sai was straddling that line between yung new metal thing and the emo thing. They were right there in the middle. Then eventually medyo nag-emo sila, right? Nag-peak, medyo bumabagsak, and then Bamboo was like, chuk! Medyo pinush pa ng konti. But no one really, at least to my recollection. And if I'm wrong, I hope my friends don't kill me.
The biggest difference was we didn't have to keep our day jobs anymore. Transition to just make music and play music as for a living while doing rackets on the side.
Pwede na ako pumasok sa mall na gusto kong kumain sa isang kainan na hindi ako nag-isip na wala nang matitira pag kumain ako ng burger. Wala nang pera. Yun yung mga kinatuwa ko. Uy, okay yung banda namin. Kumasahod na kami pang burger.
Na-experience namin yung recording na analog, na-experience namin yung digital, which is, for everyone else, I don't think it's a big deal. So, iba din yung, I think training, no? Or, it's not training kasi baka sabihin na mas magaling kami sa ganun. Pero, I think the whole experience for us is mas complete because we got to experience both sides. Ngayon, inaabuso namin yung recording, yung mga auto-tune na ganyan, tsaka yung mga Cure, ginagamit na namin ngayon yan. Pero yung mga kids ngayon, sila yung mga nag-pick up ng gitara, humawak sila ng gitara at age of 9, 10, kaya sobrang brilliant naman talaga sila.
Technical talaga sila.
So, ang galing din talaga. Ang ganda ng evolution talaga.
Resourceful in a sense na they can come up with a song, with a video na kahit sila lang gumawa mismo, tapos by posting that on social media, may nagkaka-following na sila.
accessible lahat, like instruments, recording.
Mas madali mag-explore. Kaya okay din kasi hindi ka nalilimitahan ng kailangan masign tayo para makagawa ng album.
I just have one more question. What you gonna do? I've seen a lot about the food.
Ang crucial na napansin ko na change talaga because of the internet talaga. Di man before, streaming na. Ang dami na kasing information eh. Dati kasi yung tao ang pumupunta sa radyo para maghanap ng papanoorin niya or papakinggan niya. Ang tao pupunta sa TV para maghanap ng schedule niya, hintayin niya. Ngayon, hindi. Anytime. Feeling ng mga tao, anytime, kaya ko yung... So lahat, nung time na yon, yung mga music lang ang naglalaban-laban. Ngayon, yung music, ang ka-competition, yung asong cute sa YouTube.
Nakakatulong siya because good music will always make its way to the listeners.
Dati kailangan mo pa pumunta sa venue para malaman kung sino yung tutugtog eh.
Pupunta ka pa sa venue.
Kunin yung calendar, nila, brochure.
Iba-iba na kung paano rin makinig yung mga tao ngayon.
Dati, lahat nagpapa-autograph. Ngayon, lahat picture. Di ba? Wala na nag-autograph eh. Dati, dadalhin nila yung notebook nila. Autograph sila. Dadalhin nila yung kung ano yung pwede nilang talagang pa-autograph. Ngayon, kahit nag-fishball ka na, may phone sila.
Yung respect for bands, pumantay dun sa yung pop artist lang kasi dati yung may special, kasi isa lang eh. Same respect na. Any music ngayon, ano ka na, feel mo na artist ka kasi inaasikaso ka, binibigyan ka ng magandang sound system, may coverage ka.
Hindi ko alam yun, never nakwento yun.
Malayo. Noong 90s and 2000, malayo.
Wala ka dressing room.
5 kayo eh. So, walang budget for ano
Okay.
Dati naman punk rock eh. So, walang dressing room. Totoo yun.
Nung unang mix mo dito, 2002, namugtog kami, mga bata pa kami ngayon, natanda na namin. Salamat sa mix. Okay lang kayo? Sige nga, Jomal. Let's do this. Naalala ko dati nung nagsimula kami ni Borz, wala kaming ID. Papasok kami sa building, parang Regio Tour eh. Pahingin ID. Wala tayong ID, Borz. Kailangan namin gumawa ng fake
Smile
ID.
lang.
Kaya nagulat kami na dumating time na pupunta na, nung aalis kami ng bansa na, Chong, totoo ba to? Dahil sa banda natin, makakaalis tayo ng bansa eh. Dati, hindi makapasok sa Strata building. Lagi lang na sinasabi na ang pogi ko na. Sabi ko naman, Chong, ito pa din yun. Chong. Ligo lang to.
Ito pa din yun.
Ito pa din yun eh. O, tingnan mo. Paalam sa ating huling sayaw, may dulo pala alam. Kaya't sabay tayong bibitaw sa ating huling sayaw.
You have to go there and sell tickets, do motorcades.
Motorcade. Ngayon wala namang
Wala na.
motorcade.
Kasi libre na yung show eh. Pupunta na lang yung mga tao doon, tapos may mga billboard, and people actually know the bands na eh. Unlike dati, maglagay ka dyan, sino yan? Kailangan pag ma-under kami motorcade at pinapatugtog yung single mo. Unlike now, lagay mo doon yung It's Your Rooms. Regardless kung ano pang single, basta may event sa plaza, punta na yung mga tao. Because the major companies invest. So that's an advantage also. And I think that's also a sign na OPM is very vibrant. Kasi hindi naman pagkakakitaan ng mga major companies yan kung walang pera.
Mga ilaw sa daan, nakikisabay sa liwanag ng buwan. Habang ako'y nakatingin sa kawalan, di mo pasin.
Now, ask anyone, anong genre nila? Right? And that's the exciting thing.
Ngayon kasi medyo open-minded na yung mga tao and there, so in-embrace na nila all types of music.
And there's room for everybody.
Tsaka,
may fans lahat eh.
Nobody presupposes that just because you don't have a mohawk therefore, dati kasi pag nakamuha ka, yun lang ang pwede sa punk. Sa to ngayon, pwedeng, alam na nila pagbukas mo ng bibig mo, you talk about the bands, para Stig, okay to.
Baliktad nga minsan.
Baliktad nga oo.
Mohawk? Ewan ko lang.
Tsaka, kung titignan mo rin yung crowd ngayon, mas tahimik lang sila, then makikinig lang sila after nung kanta, mas palakpak.
I think artists should be more careful this time and be responsible, you know. Kasi may social media eh. Kasama na rin kung paano mo ingatan yung sarili mo, sa kung paano mo ingatan yung art mo ngayon. Alam mo, may ganun na rin nakasama.
Sana talaga mas mabigyan ng yung mga batang may talent kaysa sa mga may itsura lang.
I'm very excited. The bands that I know at saka yung may impact na sa eksena, they all sound different. And I'm just a little concerned na baka maging formularized na naman. But so far, it's not happening yet. Ben and Ben does not sound like Autotelic. Farewell Fairweather does not sound like either of those bands. Although si Farewell Fairweather, may kahilera sila. Miles Experience medyo ganun, but Miles Experience also has a may rock influence.
Sa ilalim ng puting ilaw, sa dilalang wala ka nang magagawa, patuloy mong sisirain, basahin bawat kaluluwa.
Four of Spades, obviously. But I have to be honest, yesterday in the office, we played Four of Spades while working. I really like their sound. And then I was like, parang katunog ng languyin yan. So that got me thinking, I hope we're not going back to that lush sort of those lush production values. I'm sure it was just coincidental naman. When I see and hear these young bands, it's like, you know, we're in a good place.
Balik tayo dun sa similarity ng lahat ng musikero or artists throughout all the eras, 70s, 80s, 90s, or 2000 hanggang present is yun nga, their love for experimentation and their love for artistic independence.
Yo, ang magkaaway, ipagpasi, bumigla ka at huwag kumampi. Dahil may nagkakamagay ka ng mali, ito may kasagad yung may malaking panalagpapangal. Itong pula ay alay ko sa bayan ko at sa mix mo. Yo, yo, itaas ang kamay!
Music is everywhere. You can find it online if you like. If you have Facebook, you can, you know, just do a quick search and you discover new band making original music. It's just plain laziness.
Umaasa lang sila sa TV, kung ano sa radyo. Wala talaga dahil hindi nila mararamdaman. Pero kung lumabas
sila, makakita sila ng band na tipong makaka-relate sila kasi parang nakakwento nila yung buhay na halos pareho lang yung ginagawa nila. Tapos yung music, yung lyrics, meron silang parang connection na kahit hindi sikat. Oo, gusto ko to parang ganun.
You know, it's also for you as a person, as a human being. You will find something that will resonate with you. You have to go look for it, and it's going to be worth it. Pag may nahanap kang
that's the joy.
Song o album at saka lalo na banda na ako yung kinakanta nila. Ang ibang, di ba? Masaya yan eh. Sarap eh.
Tsaka kung wala ng OPM, ba't ganun kagaling yung mga kids with the
Yun eh. Oo, yun talaga yun.
Ibig sabihin, they're still in it talaga.
Oo.
It's just that, and sila, yung mga kids na yan, sila yung talaga walang pakialam sa radio, wala silang pakialam sa major networks. Kasi this is where they're comfortable. Wala silang pakialam dyan, this is our music. So, talagang galing talaga ng tugtog nila.
Di ba yung mga nagpa-frontak sa 12 monkeys namin?
Basta galing talaga. So, I feel sorry for those who think that OPM is dead. Kasi they have no idea how beautiful the scene is now.
What's worse than laziness is people who say that because they believe OPM or whatever you want to call it, believe na OPM has a certain sound. So, traditionally, ay hindi OPM yan. But wait, why is it not OPM? Because of the form? Come on. How is local music and local musicians, how can we grow? What makes it Filipino is yung sentimiento eh. But I think everyone should really have an open mind as to what Philippine music is supposed to be. And it can be anything.